The Personal Touch, a short play by Erica Griffin. The setting is a rundown mall 10 minutes before closing. The cast, 2 men, 2 women, any age, any race, identified as woman, man, man 2, only a body, and woman 2, only a voice. We're listening to mall closing music, evoking a liminal space. The lights come up on 2 electric shiatsu recliners with a payment console between them. Sit in front of a department store, various shoppers crossing by, exiting. A woman with water bottle power walks in front of the chairs, exits. She power walks behind the chairs and exits. She enters, answering her phone by touching her earpiece.
Hi, what's up? Yeah? No, yeah. Of course we do. What do you mean you can't find it? Well, did you look by the toilet? Where else would a plunger be?
She sits down on a massage chair.
Yes, it's the cactus thing. I don't know, because it's in disguise. The plunger is in disguise.
Beep.
Oh, shit. No, nothing. Look, I need to get my steps in, okay? The mall's closing in 10 minutes, and can you handle it? Can you handle it? Handle it! Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
She hangs up by tapping her ear.
Jesus Christ, on elephant trangs.
She sighs wearily, looking at the chair, takes $1 out of her bra, smooths it, sticks it in, and sits down.
That's easy.
Thank you.
She tries to relax, then endures some violent vibrations.
Ah! Ow! What the hell? Oh, okay.
Pushes an empty hand truck across the stage. They nod at each other. She becomes aware of her breasts jiggling and covers herself. She answers her Bluetooth again.
What? Well, I mean, you're not supposed to. Well, you're not supposed to flush those. I know, but... Honey, stop. We talked about this. This is a mental load thing. I'm not rushing home because you don't know how to use a plunger. Google it. I have 9 more minutes of me time. Moi.
She hangs up and puts another $1 in, then another.
Fuck's sake. Not even a real massage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She takes a drink of water. The man re-enters, pushing a naked mannequin, a human actor body painted, and in paint matching underwear. She spills water down her shirt.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you expecting anyone?
No, go ahead.
He parks the mannequin next to the chair, studies the center console, and slides his car in it, sitting down.
Thank you.
She's so nice. Okay, that's a little choppy, but at least she has manners. You know, somebody somewhere made that decision. Somebody said this chair should say thank you, right? This chair should have a pleasing female voice and absolutely perfect manners. Nothing like personal touch, am I right?
She nods politely and gets her phone out of her bra to check it. It's hard to focus because of the vibrating.
So nice. Oh, until she's not. Ah, oh, that hurts. Ow. You have big boobs.
Did you say something?
How are you even on your phone? I'm getting a concussion over here.
It's a challenge.
Now here comes the whammy. Oh, right in the gooch.
Excuse me?
You know that special place between the nut house and the outhouse? Oh, you don't know? Of course you don't. You see, men don't have vaginas, but they do.
How many minutes do you have left?
5.
Let me ask you something.
Shoot.
How old were you the first time you used a plunger?
I don't know. You see, the great thing about these chairs is, they don't have feelings. They're not like getting off on touching you in places like your gooch area.
Yeah, interesting. But back to my Have you ever used a plunger before?
You definitely have to pay more for a human whammy, you know what I mean?
I must have been 5. Like, my mom drew a face on ours. It looked determined to unblock blockages, and she called it her shit weasel.
Why does she keep talking about plungers?
Huh? I'm all for
Oh,
machines.
no, I'm all for machines taking over jobs, at least the unpleasant ones, right?
Bot plumbers? I don't know.
Leaves us more free time to have conversations in human. Oh, that's nice right there on the shoulders, though, isn't it? Ooh, dig into it, baby. Yeah. How do you like her speed and pressure?
How do you
Oh.
change?
Sorry.
Sorry, thank you. How do you change her speed and pressure?
You can't.
You just gotta buckle up and enjoy the ride, huh? Just gotta buckle up. You shush. Buckle up and jiggle those boobies. That's enough, Philip. Don't listen to him. He's a dick. I wish he had a dick so I could punch him in it. No dick, no balls. You know what that means? No gooch. I'm sorry. He just keeps being pissy because his seat is taken.
His seat?
She's about to
This is
stand
his
up.
seat?
No, Sid. He can wait. He's learning how to manage his expectations. Do you hear me? You can wait. But I've been on my feet all day. Yeah, I did kind of promise him he could have a massage after his shift. That's all.
His shift?
I'm a mannequin. Don't talk to the lady, Philip. More like a mannequin. Yeah, well, he's working Macy's right now. What'd you have on today, huh, Phil? Look like some goofy-ass golf shirt and cargo shorts. I mean, if you've got a dad that wears that outfit, you've got some first world problems. Do I look like a basic dad? Well, that's just what you get for getting fired from guests. He was absolutely unbearable at the store. Got feeling so superior. Didn't want to give his clothes back. I'm cold.
Oh, okay. You know, I was just leaving anyways.
Oh, here comes the whammy. Oh, yeah. My turn for the whammy. Shut up, Philip. I want to whammy. You ain't got no taint, son. I hate you.
The man stands up,
What did you
crosses
say?
to Philip.
What did you say? You heard me, monkey butler.
They stand off. The man slaps Philip in the face. The man lifts up Philip's arm and makes Philip slap him in the face. The man wrestles around with the unmoving Philip for a bit, then makes as if he's about to punch Philip in the crotch.
Don't make me do it. Simeon servant. I will punch it, Phil.
What? What are you doing?
Fine. You win. Sit down. Come on, sit down. Monkey butler shit.
The man forces the unbending Philip into the massage chair. His limbs stick straight out.
What the actual fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. He can be so precocious. Are you happy? I'm still cold. Here, have my hood. What's your Insta?
That's okay. I gotta get home. There's some actual some shit, like some actual plumbing shit issues that I got going on. So
Give me your phone.
no,
He grabs her phone.
What's your passcode?
you can't just grab a person's cell phone.
Well, give me your thumb then.
He grabs her thumb
Hey,
and
stop!
presses it to her phone.
Oh, what you got going on here, Merge Manson? Really?
Don't shame me. Give it back.
Easy, relax. You got Instagram, right? Look. 1, 2, 3. Philip the mannequin. No spaces. Follow. All done. See?
He tosses it back to her.
I'm an influencer. Yes, you are. You're my little content creator.
The man takes the hoodie off of Philip's head and drapes it over his shoulders.
I have more views than Frank. Yes, you do, but Frank is only a torso. He can't wear anything but hats and sunglasses. In a strip mall. That's right. He doesn't get cushy department store jobs like you.
Her chair massage is over.
Thank you.
Oh, I love her voice. What a polite little masseuse you got there.
Well, I'm done. Nice to meet you, Phil, but I gotta go.
She gets up. He blocks her, gets his phone out.
How about a photo before you go?
That's okay.
You don't want a photo with Philip the mannequin? You'll get guaranteed 100 views. 100,000! Well, soon, son. Soon.
No thanks. I don't do social media.
Here, sit on Philip.
The man pushes the woman onto Philip's lap, puts Philip's arm around her.
Boobies! Behave, you perverted dummy! I'm sorry.
She moves Philip's arm away from her chest. The man takes the photo.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I'm going now.
You two want a little ride, huh? The whammy is coming.
They start to bounce around violently.
Let me up.
Come on, treat yourself.
I don't want any more massage.
Oh, she needs the personal touch.
He
Stop.
massages her shoulders from the front, holding her down.
Stop.
I'm not a machine, but I'm strong. I lug this asshole around every day. I'm not an asshole. You're right. You don't have one of those either. You're so tense.
Stop.
Beep, beep, beep. Sorry.
Let me up.
Beep, beep, beep.
Shut up, chair. One more minute.
Stop. I don't like this.
Whoa, calm your tits. Maybe she wants it harder.
I said stop touching me.
The woman punches the man in the dick. The man yelps and doubles over. She disentangles herself from Philip, the chair, and stands over the man, who is moaning loudly.
What the fuck is your problem? I said stop.
You didn't say.
What?
You didn't say please.
How's this for please?
She dumps her water bottle over him and power walks off stage. He reacts.
I hate you, Philip. No, I'm not okay. Do I look okay? This is all your fault once again. I blame you. Did you at least press record? Always press record. Always press record. You just have to give her a whammy.
The woman power walks back in, talking on her Bluetooth.
Yes, honey, I'm on the way. Hold on.
The woman kicks Philip in the dick too, hard.
It's okay. I don't mind. That's what moms are for. I'll be right there.
She exits. The man limps over to Philip, puts him on his handcart, and pushes him off stage.
Come on, buddy. Look alive. We're gonna miss the bus. Oh, what? You're not talking to me now? Fine.
They exit. A second goes by.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Happening by BAM characters. Sylvia, a woman trying to leave her child in a dumpster. Jack, an unhoused person who lives in the dumpster. Terry, a garbage man who needs to empty the dumpster. It is night in the big city. A siren cries nearby. Tires squeal. Sylvia enters holding a baby wrapped in a blanket tightly, looking around nervously, suspiciously.
What am I supposed to do with you?
She hears the siren.
The fire station.
Sylvia walks toward the sound of the siren.
No, they'll have cameras watching. They'll see.
She spies a large green dumpster.
I wish it were that easy.
She begins to walk away, then stops, slowly turning.
Couldn't it be, though? No. No, you deserve better. Better than that. Better than me. You didn't get a choice. You just got stuck with me.
The sound of a large garbage truck nears the area, emptying dumpsters.
It's not like the garbage guy wouldn't notice you. He's a professional person, got a job at least. Maybe he could be your daddy.
She peeks at the truck around the alley and spies the truck.
It doesn't look like he even bothers to check. Just shoves in his little arm and up it goes. And out it comes. Just a big mess of garbage on its way to where garbage goes.
She lights a cigarette with the baby in her arms.
Fuck. Maybe I should just jump in and save you from myself. We could go together. I bet there's enough room for the both of us.
She looks around and creeps over to the dumpster. She tries to quietly open the lid and then jumps back in surprise.
Oh, fuck, there's someone in there. There's someone in there? Why would there be someone in there?
The lid bursts open violently. Jack emerges like a beast from his den.
Because someone was tired and someone settled in for a little shut-eye. Who the hell are you? Why are you bothering me?
Oh no, I'm no one. I'm so sorry. Please go back to sleep.
Syl starts to hurriedly escape.
Stop right there! If you know what's good for you, you won't take another step.
Syl stops.
Please don't hurt me. It was just a mistake.
There's a rat in that drain big enough to eat that little bundle you're carrying.
A giant rat hisses, scaring Syl back towards Jack.
Oh my god!
She gags.
Oh, I wouldn't throw up if I was you. That'll send that little devil into a frenzy. Rats eat puke like it was pasta. We got us a little arrangement, you know. I spew for him every once in a while, and again, he doesn't bother me none. Rats are smart, you know? Smarter than a tortoise, I heard. And those fuckers really know their shit.
He's still staring at me.
He likes you. Pretty ladies don't come down this alley much.
He likes me?
Don't you worry, old Jack will take care of you.
Jack goes over to the drain and vomits a loud sploosh of stomach contents. The rat eats the slop happily.
There you go, buddy. Payment for your protection.
Protection.
Yeah, I feed him. He keeps the other rats in line. You know not to mess with me or they'll have to deal with this monster.
Burps.
Oh, 1 second, ma'am.
Runs up again and sighs happily.
Oh, there we go. Much better.
I really think I should be going. Thank you. Thank you.
She turns to leave again.
Hold on. You had something to throw away. Why don't you just leave it with me?
Oh, I was just...
I know what you were doing, darling. This ain't my first dumpster.
He looks at it proudly.
This is the nicest one I've had, though. If you get a little cool air from these vents that blow in these little slits in the top, you swear you're sleeping at a 5-star hotel some nights.
I'm sorry. Jack, was it?
Uh-huh.
I think I made a mistake.
I would say you have. Probably not your first.
He advances.
Probably not your last either. I'm no judge, sweetie. I'm Jack. And right now, I'm exactly who you need.
The garbage truck roars as it gets closer to the alley.
I'm what they call the king of the tossaways. You know what I got in my pocket here?
Dear God, please don't hurt me. I just want to go, please. If you'll just let me go.
Pulls it out quickly.
That's a Game Boy Advance right there. I'm talking top shelf. It'll play all the games from the other Game Boy, but like in an advanced way. Stop me if I'm going too fast for you. All right?
It's very nice, sir.
Oh, no, I'm no sir, darling. That fits me about as well as these shoes I'm wearing. See him, though? Nice leather. Like if you get some fancy shop down in Boise.
Wow. They look very nice and your Game Boy is in really good condition. Thank you for sharing with me.
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a wallet.
Here, you can have this. I won't tell anyone. It's yours.
Wait. You think I'm robbing you? Lady, I just saved you from some horrible violence.
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't insinuating that you were a criminal. I woke you up and you protected me from...
She looks over to the drain and recoils.
That, and I wanted to reward you for that. Please just take it.
That's not what I want, and you know it.
Syl drops the wallet and wraps herself and the bundle defensively.
What do you want then? Please, I have a baby.
Had.
Syl looks shocked.
What?
You had a baby. What you got now is trash, and I love trash. I make my way out of it. Someone tosses an old tennis racket out here, and I trade it to a guy for some wet wipes. Someone tosses out a bunch of old pictures, and I draw funny stuff on them and give them to kids who let me when they see even better stuff getting thrown out. The kids like me. It's like having little eyes all over the city. Nothing in this town gets tossed without me knowing about it. And the best of it ends up with me right in this little alley. Hell, just behind you in that box over there, I got almost every single Disney Adventures magazine. Except for 112, where they interviewed Daniel Stern from Home Alone with the 3D glasses. That one is really hard to find. You don't happen to have seen that one anywhere, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Sucks. All right, then. You can just leave the kid with me, and then I'll make sure it gets where it's going.
The garbage truck emits a horrible cacophony.
You better hurry, though. Terry's getting close, and he hates being held up.
Terry?
The garbage man. He and I got a little arrangement, though. Although I guess I'm more of a rat than his tortoise in that area.
I think you have the wrong idea. I was just trying to get home. I thought this was a shortcut.
It is. No cut shorter. Lucky you, I stopped you, though. That's a dead end where you was headed. Even if you made it past that little devil, all you'd find down there is used condoms and broken syringes. Folks around here leave me little offerings. A thank you for handling the refuse with such care. They don't call me the king for nothing. You don't have to bow or anything, though, although that is usually the procedure. Looks like you have some serious trouble on your hands. How about you let me help you out?
How can you help me?
Funny how loud it is in the city, isn't it? Sirens, garbage trucks, dumpster lids banging away, rats singing their little songs, tires screeching, that echoey tingle in the ears. Even the quiet is so loud. But that little bundle there hasn't so much as cooed the whole time you've been here.
He's deaf.
He's dead.
He isn't dead. He's going to be fine. He just needs to get away from me. I ruin everything. He'll be much better without me.
In my dumpster? Because it did look like that's where you were planning to put him.
I wasn't going to put him in the dumpster. I was going to take him to the fire station. But...
The cameras would see you.
Yes! No.
It's fine, miss. I was thrown away in a dumpster, and now look at me.
How can you help me?
Is that a request?
Yes.
There we go. Let's stop pretending. The truck is almost here, and I got shit to do. You know, king shit.
I couldn't. He started crying, and I couldn't. I had to. I only set him down for a minute. Maybe it was more than a minute. The crying, it stopped. It was quiet. For once in my fucking life, it was quiet, and I just laid there. Just laid there like it wasn't happening. Just like when I made him, just laying there, taking it. I never had a choice either.
Well, you got a choice now. And about a minute to make it.
What happens in a minute?
Terry will pull up his giant mechanical ship and empty this dumpster out.
If he finds me like this...
He ain't gonna find you, because you won't be here.
Where will I be?
I don't know, and I don't care. You know something? You probably saved that kid. There are worse things than dying. Trust me on that. Life isn't precious, sweetheart. It's ugly. Like me. It's a bunch of trash, throwing away trash. Like they're any better than it. Throwing out their secrets, their filth, thinking it just disappears somewhere. Well, it doesn't. It comes to me, and I make it something better. So give me your trash and go back to your little apartment and do what the rest of them do when they see people like me on the street. Just don't pay any mind. Now hurry up and give me that and get out of here. The truck is coming and the rat's almost done eating what I gave them.
What happens then?
Nothing too different than what would happen if I was sleeping in that dumpster.
I can't.
You can. You took it. Now I'm taking it. Things work out when you let them.
Still begrudgingly hands the bundle over.
Whew! Chunky little guy, huh? Kind of has your nose.
Do I go?
Yeah, get out of here. See that refrigerator box over there? There's a gap in the chain link fence behind it. Should lead you right where you're going.
I don't know what to say.
Nothing to be said. Go. I'll go. And if you ever see that Disney Adventures 112, though, you got to promise me that you'll throw it away. With the 3D glasses. It'll get to me. Everything that gets tossed finds its way to me in the end.
The roar of the garbage truck and the bright lights hit the alley. Sil runs to the box, moves it, and slides through the fence.
Thank you, Jack.
Looks at the bundle.
I'm sorry.
Go!
Sil exits. Jack fixes the box in front of the fence again. The truck stops nearby, the door opens, and Terry steps out.
Terry, you're looking good.
I gotta empty that dumpster, Jack. You know I do.
You're gonna give me one more week, buddy. Trust me, I got something good for you.
People are complaining.
That's what they do. Dumping this beautiful can ain't gonna change that. I got something for you I know you'll like.
You said that last time.
This ain't last time. Look.
Terry looks at the bundle, smiles.
Chubby little guy.
Say you found him. Say you flipped open this lid here, and there he was. Here, the best part.
Picks up Sil's wallet.
That's the address of the mother right there. Say you found it by the can. Bingo, you're a hero. People will go, hey, isn't that Terry? That poor bastard that found that kid? I hear he made that bitch pay for what she done. Shit, I bet you never have to pay for a beer again in your whole life.
Terry considers.
One more week. That's it, Jack.
I might not even live that long, buddy. I just take it day by day, my friend. That's all you can do.
Terry takes the bundle and starts back toward his truck.
Oh, Terry!
Yeah, I know. The one where they interview Daniel Stern from Home Alone.
With?
That 3D glasses.
Terry exits and the truck leaves. Jack ascends to his throne. He sits like a king overlooking his kingdom.
Everything works out if you let it.
Jack pulls out his Game Boy Advance and turns it on. We hear the sound. Jack smiles. End. Notes.
Oh, no.
Notes. Wow. That's so fun.
That was wonderful. That was fun.
The sun is shining, and a woman looks as if she is hanging on the side of a building, or almost like she is on the scaffolding or a ledge. She looks scared. Then, from the other side of the stage, a man starts scaffolding the same ledge. He does not see her. He's too worried about what's below. She notices him.
Hey, I don't want any help. Just go back before you get hurt.
What?
Don't try to be a hero. You aren't going to talk me out of it.
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't realize that this ledge was taken. I'll find another one.
Wait, what?
I said I didn't know this ledge was taken. I'll find another one.
I heard you. I just don't know what you mean.
Look, I just want to get this over, lady, okay? Good luck.
Wait, you can stay.
I'd rather be on my own. You know, if you end up going first, I might not want to do it.
Okay, good. Good. I kind of wanted to see you do it first, so it'll make it easier for me.
Suit yourself, lady.
It's Lily.
This is kind of ridiculous.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just really high up here. I didn't think... Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you can watch me all you want. I don't even care anymore. That's why I'm here.
But you offered to leave and then you stayed.
Yeah, just being nice.
But if you don't care, why even try?
Okay, lady, just stop talking. God, I'm trying to do something here. The last thing that I am ever going to do. The least that you can do is give me some peace and quiet.
Ew, you sound like my dad.
You sound like every woman ever nowadays. Freaking daddy issues.
I changed my mind. Go find another ledge.
No, this is great. You're so annoying. It'll just help the process along.
You weren't doing it because of me.
Well, I might.
No. Why are you doing it?
Please, lady.
It's Lily.
Fine, Lily.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
For staying.
Yeah, I'm not staying long. Because.
What about your family?
Really?
Sorry.
She passed. My wife.
No kids?
Just a cat. Mr. Bigglesworth. My neighbors are watching her.
Her?
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
It is. I love cats.
I'm indifferent.
You're depressed.
Okay, Lady Lily.
I'm the CEO of my own marketing firm. I have everything I ever wanted.
Yeah, that's really rough.
How could you just leave Mr. Bigglesworth alone?
What?
I don't have anyone. My whole life is fake. I don't even have time for a cat. My friends are fake. I don't have time to date. I can't get along with my family, and you have a kitty.
It's closer.
It's fine. Cats are independent. You know, she'll be fine.
No, you don't know that. Men think they know everything. Mr. Bigglesworth is going to be even more devastated when you go. She won't have anyone. How could you do that?
Could you please stop crying?
I had a cat when I was a little girl. His name was Bats. He used to bring us dead bats.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he was a good boy.
You know, if a cat jumped off here, it'd be totally fine.
Yeah, because they have 9 lives. You're so dumb.
No, I'm serious. They spread themselves out like a parachute. You know, they kind of glide down to something that they can grab onto.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I saw a video on it.
They're so amazing.
I think I'm ready.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
I'm messing this all up, aren't I?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you want me to go first? I'm feeling a little better now.
No, please. I couldn't watch that.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
I told you that already.
Yeah, I know. I just know you better now.
Jason.
Don't you mean Jesus?
That's my name.
Your name is Jesus?
No, my name.
Jason. I'm kidding. Yeah, you're smiling.
I am.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Stop.
What?
She scoots closer to him.
Stop.
What?
It's just,
She scoots closer.
You're just really ugly.
Thanks. You're really bad yourself.
Jason scoots closer and grabs her hand.
What are you doing?
Mr. Bigglesworth.
That's just my neighbors. Shut the door. We're gonna go together.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, me too. But we could do it together.
They look down together and look back up at each other.
Is this what it's like?
I mean, we haven't done it yet, so I can't really give you that answer.
No, not that. Love.
What? No, we're just holding hands so we can jump together.
I've never been in love with someone who is in love with me, so I'm just wondering if this is what it's like.
I don't really know what you mean.
It's really scary, but if you do it together, it's not that bad.
Jason tears up. His lips start to quiver.
I miss her so much.
So it is.
Pretty much, yeah. What?
I really like you.
I'm not into women with daddy issues.
Just shut up. Not like that. Like a friend. I could use one right now.
Yeah, you do. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Count of 3.
1,
2.
3.
They start scooting down the ledge from where Jason entered.
Your house or mine?
I want to meet Mr. Bigglesworth.
Blackout.
Miss Counselor, ma'am, I guess you wondering why my teacher stuck me in this detention room. I ain't behaving for him too good. He sent me down to Mr. Principal's office to get a lick or finish my work. I was supposed to do this stupid shit. I don't wanna, but I don't want to get a lick today because Mr. Principal don't play, and my daddy has already spanked my butt a good bit, and I'm still sore. So I guess I'll do this shit. Mr. Principal said good, and he said I better not mess around. And here I sit in this whole room. They won't let me have nothing but a pen and paper, and I don't have nothing to put down because I hate this shit. This dumbass teacher wants me to write down whatever I want to, like that's gonna teach me something. Well, I'm gonna write down, you are a dumbass. Because he is. Hey, he ain't gonna read this shit anyhow. Shit. I can't read and write barely, and he don't care. He's saying he's trying to help us, but I think he's crazy. He ain't from here. He don't know how things work. He's a dumbass. We run the last 2 teachers off. He just don't know how things work. She circles chair, 21-year-old woman sits. Mr. Warden, sir. So I guess you're wondering what I did now. Well, I'm just about sick and tired of these damn counselors or shrinks trying to find out what's wrong with me. Well, there ain't nothing wrong, as you can see. I just been minding my own damn business, trying to better myself. And every time I get a little good time, someone is always fucking around with me. And I ain't done nothing. So this dumbass counselor, who will remain unnamed, because I can't remember his name, this dumbass wants me to write down how I feel. Just write it down, whatever comes to mind. So I just write down, fuck you. Because that's how I feel. Because that was what was on my mind. Then Mr. Einstein figures that didn't work, so he asked me to draw a picture about how I feel. So I just drew him a nice little birdie. Nice little birdie flying high, a regular free bird for his ass. So fuck him. So I guess he had about enough of my shit. So he sent me to you because he can't do his job. She circles chair, 28-year-old woman sits. Mr. Preacher, sir, I guess you was wondering how I feel about now. Well, I guess I could feel a little better. I ain't too hungry. Picked out a nice cheeseburger and fries and a big Dr. Pepper to have, but I ain't too hungry. My daddy ain't said much lately about things. I ain't heard from my daughter either. She ain't got much to say. I ain't too good with writing. I'd appreciate you writing this down for her. Right? Dear baby doll, because that's what I call her. Dear baby doll, I hope you will not follow my path. Keep going with your schooling. Stay out of trouble. Mama. That's it, I guess. That is it.
Everything Plus 4 by BAM. Characters: AI Mega, host of the show. BAM, contestant. A catchy, twisty game show theme plays. Flashing light bulbs and old casino carpet line the stage. From behind a podium of books appears AI Mega. Al Mega, excuse me. Al Mega. The charismatic host dressed to the nines who speaks with the tiny Bob Barker microphone, a la The Price is Right.
Welcome in, anyone and everyone. It's time for Everything Plus 4. That's right, folks. Once again, we gather for the #1 game show with the ultimate prize.
A chorus of voices boom in unison.
Omniscience! That's right. Access to the unlimited and infinite pool of knowledge contained within our observable universe. Picture this. You and your gal are out for a hot date on a Tuesday night and you drive up to Mount Olympus and drink the nectar of the divine. How's that sound, everybody?
Cheers!
Well, in order for us to play the game, we need a contestant chosen at random from our studio audience. We have Brendan Allen McClanahan.
The audience cheers for Brendan Allen McClanahan. Bam!
Bam, 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 bam. Come on in.
The audience cheers. Bam slowly steps on stage. For a moment, he basks in the cheers of the audience. The lights on him continue to get threateningly brighter. The crowd laughs louder and louder as the lights become impossibly bright. Bam grows overwhelmed.
Stop!
The sound instantly subsides and lights return to normal.
Ooh, looks like we have a feisty contestant tonight. Why don't you join me over here and we'll get started?
Al leads Bam to his place tenderly.
The game? No, this isn't right.
I assure you, this is exactly what it is.
Putting Bam in his perfect place.
Very good. Now, Brandon, was it? Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
From Las Vegas.
That's where you live. Tell us where you're from.
The audience chuckles softly, like watching a nervous child performing stand-up.
The United States, I guess. Is that right?
to the audience like a catchphrase.
Now, how would I know that?
Al and the audience chuckle like they're in on the joke. Bam just can't understand.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone's a little nervous the first time they come up on this stage. How about we move on, huh? Hold your thoughts, folks. It's time for...
Nothing happens. Al freezes. Nothing continues to happen.
What is happening right now?
He looks at the audience.
Who are you people?
Eureka moment.
I was just writing this. Trying to write this. Not writing. I was trying this. Well, I was failing at writing, but successfully trying at this.
The audience laughs. Al stays frozen. Bam grabs the mic from his hand and speaks like a stand-up comedian. The lights focus in as circles on him, and there is suddenly a brick wall behind him.
So I had this idea, right? Like a game show where the prize is becoming God, hosted by God himself. I thought about it, right? And it made me laugh. And so I started writing it, and guess what happened?
Audience in unison. What happened?
Do you want to know? Do you really want to know?
Yeah! Woo!
I can't hear you!
Cries in agony.
Exactly. See, I had this idea, but I started writing a story. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Audience is silent.
I know I do. You see, the best part of an idea is that it is perfect. It is unchallenged. It is flawless. And since it's an idea, it can be whatever it needs to be. I know what it is, and I know how you will react to it. And that is when it hit me. I'm not writing a script. I'm writing an audience. I'm writing you.
Ooh.
I'm writing the thoughts of the person, reacting to the character I am writing of myself. I try to show you this quixotic mind without admitting that I had to look up quixotic in order to say that. I actually looked up writing exercises only to argue with them because I didn't want help writing it. I wanted this phantom audience to know that I don't need them, but I chose not to need them. And choosing not to need them is just to need them in a different way. And that is as far as I got. Realizing if I try to use meaning as a force to force you to see meaning in something based only on this version of you that I've created to give myself meaning, I've actually done nothing. I created an audience that cheers at me. I created an audience that boos at me. I even created Almega.
Looks at the still frozen host.
Almega. Do you get it? The host is God. He's Alpha and Omega. Almega.
The audience groans.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't very clever. I hate clever writers anyway. So this idea was that God interviews 3 contestants, and 2 of them come up with super serious answers about this deep examination of life. But the 3rd contestant just keeps laughing at the questions, and he wins the game show. Now you throw in a little sardonic humor, a few cultural references, maybe a brash observation we all relate to, and tell them what they've won.
A scene! Take a look at all this meaning.
The audience, ooh,
all of it.
Ooh, murmurs.
All of it.
Ah!
That's bad.
Screams and cries. Bam grabs a basket from Al, who freezes again and throws it at the audience.
I can't make you do anything. I especially cannot make you find meaning in something made to find meaning in, because that effort is meaningless.
Speaking in a calm and powerful voice.
Sounds like you're ready to play the game.
How are you doing this?
Al gets behind his podium once again, more like Alex Trebek in Jeopardy now, wise and confident with a soft sense of humor.
I'm doing this. You can waste all your energy of the how of it, but it won't scratch the itch you're scratching at. What's it for? For?
Al resumes his position before the freeze.
For?
Al and the audience.
Everything plus 4!
The room returns to the game show setting. Al becomes the boisterous host again, and the audience hums with excitement. The theme song plays.
All right, folks, you know the name of the game and how it's played. Our contestant will answer as many questions as he can within the time limit, and if he manages to score enough points, he will transcend to be the pool of endlessness, where he will become one with all that has been, is, and ever will be.
The audience goes wild.
There were 3 contestants.
I only see one. Are you ready, Mr. Trifecta?
Is this like a holy trinity on Chandra? I told you I hate clever writing.
Don't worry, it's
Al in the audience, not that clever.
Yeah, I guess not. You know, I had to look up entendre too because I wasn't sure if it was specifically for sex jokes.
Isn't he adorable, folks? I think this one has a chance. Remember, Mr. McClanahan.
McClanahan.
Sorry, McClanahan.
You know how to say it?
Then why did you write it this way?
Because I was trying to be clever. Look, you want to know the truth? I think that I am terribly clever, but for whatever reason, that's not enough for me. I need. Well, I tell myself that I need to have it confirmed by other people. It's like this writing exercise, though. I want to hear them just if they're what I want to hear. If you don't like it, if you don't get it, if you don't think it's clever, I appease myself by lowering you. You aren't clever enough to know how fucking clever it is. You aren't smart enough to know how fucking brilliant it was. You don't get when I'm not funny because I thought it was funnier not to be.
Audience laughs.
No, that is not a joke.
Audience laughs again.
Sounds like they think it was.
Audience laughs maniacally.
I don't care what they think.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm ready to play.
Then it's time for round 1.
The jingle for round 1, please.
Okay, you know the rules, folks. Try to answer as many answers correctly as you can before the timer runs out.
How long is the timer?
If you knew that would ruin the surprise. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Are you ready, folks?
The audience lets it sound like they're savoring the most delicious meal they have ever had.
So, sorry, guys, I'm hungry.
Let's try that again, folks.
The audience moans erotically.
Sorry, guys, I'm hungry.
The audience goes, ooh.
You know what they say. Hunger sells.
The audience giggles.
All right, timer set. The audience is ready, and it's time for round 1. First question. Are there good feelings and bad feelings?
No, there's just feelings. Yin and yang are 2 halves of the whole of feeling.
There's an odd dinging sound.
Question 2. What is the best sense?
Wait, did I get that question right?
The timer is running. What is the best sense?
Touch. All senses or sensory receptors being touched by something. Light, air, particles, vibrations.
The odd ding sound pings again.
Question 3. Who senses the senses?
The illusion of self.
The odd ding.
Is there free will?
Only in retrospection.
Odd ding.
Is life to suffer?
It depends on what color you dip your paintbrush in when you paint what you call suffering.
Can you elaborate?
The more I elaborate on anything, the farther I get from what I'm trying to.
Judges!
The odd sound plays after a moment of reflection.
So I got it right?
You tell me.
Well, that's not how this works.
It's exactly how this works.
A buzzing sound blasts.
That's time. Nicely done.
The audience claps supportively.
Did I win?
I can't tell you that, but you made it to round 2.
Okay, well, how many rounds are there? You know what? Never mind. Hit me with round 2. I see where this is going.
You never know. You might just be surprised.
Ooh.
Round 2 is a fan favorite, the lightning round. In round 2, you'll be playing against the grand prize winner from last season. You know him. You love him. Let's give it up for the highest scoring player in everything in history, Al Mega.
The same fanfare for Bam's intro plays. Almega runs around like a first-time contestant and runs to the podium. During the following, he runs back and forth to host the podium and Bam's player podium.
Oh, it's great to see you again, Al. It's great to be here again. Been keeping busy? No reason to be anymore. Enjoying my ultimate prize? No reason to anymore. Well, you're looking great. Nothing matters.
The audience laughs.
Isn't he great, folks? What a treat. All right, brace yourself for round 2.
Round 2 jingle plays.
It's a head-to-head battle where points are doubled.
Audience woos.
What's the point?
To get more points.
How many do I have?
Less than you need.
How many do I need?
What's the point of needing?
You've got a point there.
Score! I have 1 point.
The audience cheers. Woo! Impressed.
Damn it, I'm trying to figure this out.
Point to Al, make it 2-0.
Wait, what? Why?
While you said you were trying, I did.
Doing will get you points.
3-0.
What?
While you intended to get the point, I got it.
This is insane.
3-1.
Why do I even try?
3-2. It's getting interesting.
You're just me. I'm telling you what to say. Give me the point.
3-3. It's all tied up, folks.
I'm asking myself the question as a proxy of myself giving me the answer. What have I learned from that?
Judges?
A silent moment lingers.
I give him the point.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
Al is handed an envelope from nowhere.
Okay, folks. This is it. the tie-breaking point for the round. Remember to smash that subscribe button and click the notification for everything.
Fumbles opening the envelope.
These things are so tricky. All right, here we go. Players, are you ready for the judge's decision? For the tie-breaking point, after conferring with our judges and adding votes from our live streaming audience, it is my absolute pleasure to present our winner.
The Everything from 4 main theme plays.
Just after these words from our sponsors.
It's hard out there in the world today. Just making it through the day can be a full-time job, and we here at Self-Tech want to give you just the thing you need. Introducing anxiety. With anxiety, you won't need to worry about real problems anymore because you'll be so inundated with the infinite possibility of the unknown that real problems will only serve to reinforce your broken perspective. No one knows better what would be truly awful experience better than you do. With Self-Tech's incredible new biodegradable tech, you are now the master of what to be afraid of next. We know what you are thinking. What if it doesn't happen that way? Well, Self-Tech can assure you that you will still experience all the dread associated with the fear, even if it doesn't happen. And you know what? It won't. And you know what? It won't. Don't miss your opportunity to secure this deal now, or something bad might happen. And remember our motto at Self-Tech: we show you the you that they see. The Everything Plus 4 jingle plays, the audience cheers.
And we're back. Just before our break, we're about to reveal the winner of round 2. After an exciting back and forth, our former champion and our current contestant are tied.
Yeah, we already know you recapped right before the ad break.
Those Self-Tech scientists are at it again. I'm going to have to try some of that anxiety.
The audience cheers excitedly.
Well, guess what, folks? We have partnered with Self-Tech. And if you look under your chairs, you'll find your very own anxiety!
The audience cheers. And then get slowly quiet. They start murmuring. They sigh.
All right. The winner of round 2, by unanimous decision, is the contestant.
The audience barely replies. A cough, a shuffling chair, an exasperated sigh. Al shifts into Al Mega for the last time.
You won. You did it.
It's over.
Baby. Froze?
Here.
For me. Yes. For you. It won't really matter.
So I won the prize?
You beautiful child. You will get exactly what you want. If you're ever lucky enough to know it, you will learn you always knew. You will transform into what you always have been. You will step beyond the infinite now that you have lived in, no longer bound by an endless moment, and find yourself in all that is not you.
Then why do you sound so sad?
Because you think this will be sad. And you're hearing it, and you're calling it sad.
But now I'll know what it is, so I won't be any more than it is.
Hugging Bam tenderly.
It never was. Thank you.
For what?
A surprise. You're terribly good for a surprise. Give him his prize.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You always were. Well, folks, it's been a real treat to play with one of the best. And our new champion right here tonight. Make sure to follow and share on all of those social platforms. And don't forget our sponsors. We couldn't do it without Self-Tech, helping to complicate the most simple aspects of the human condition. That's our time, folks. We'll see you next time for...
Al freezes. Bam opens a gift box and starts to chuckle.
Oh man, no way. That's good. I get it. I get it now.
Bam is laughing so hard it starts to pain.
How funny! How fucking clever!
He gasps for air as the ultimate truth tickles him relentlessly. He grows quiet, panting like a wounded animal.
That's what it is.
Bam sits in the quiet set that is slowly shut down. Lights dim, chairs shuffle, doors shut. He is alone.
Of course. Or why would it bother being at all?
Bam walks over to Al, still frozen.
You and me. Me and you, I and them, they and we. I know exactly what to do.
Bam pushes Al back under the podium like reloading a Jack-in-the-Box and looks around now for the last time. He laughs to himself.
Hilarious.
Bam gets behind the podium and pushes himself down, loading the track. When he stands, the fanfare of the top of the show begins just as it had, but with a new host.
Welcome in anyone and everyone. It's time for...
Chorus says
Everything plus 5!
Fades to black while audience responds in a cacophony of limitless response. Cacophony. And blackout.
Totally blew out the sound on that.
High noon in suburbia. Logline. When a homeowner locks horns with an out-of-control HOA director over absurd rules and fines, it's just the beginning of a battle that escalates into a full-blown showdown. Interior, Miss Green's car day. Miss Green, early 40s over-the-top HOA director, wears a fake badge and is dressed upscale with a big sun hat, scarves, and white gloves. She is parked in car with an HOA patrol sign on her windshield, peering through her binoculars and sipping from her hip flask. A garage door goes up and she starts the stopwatch on her phone.
Aha! Subject on the move.
Exterior driveway day. Jenny, late 30s, homeowner dressed in jeans and a t-shirt, exits her garage and begins setting up a table with a bric-a-brac for her garage sale. She has music playing. Miss Green puts a suction cup mounted emergency light on top of her car and speeds down the street, screeching to a stop across Jenny's driveway, spilling her flask. She charges up the driveway like a drill sergeant on a mission and blows a whistle. She carries a clipboard, huge purse, tape measure, and phone.
Freeze right there. You're violating section 73.4, paragraph B, unauthorized use of non-regulation attire at a garage sale. That means polo shirts and khakis only, no exceptions.
Wait, what? Green starts taking pictures on her phone.
Evidence, darling.
Of what?
I just told you, dungarees.
Polo and khakis? I didn't sign up for a country club.
Decorum matters. It's a $200 fine. My watch, it's $7.49. This sort of flea market is only permitted between 8 and 11 a.m.
10 minutes early? Really? I didn't realize we were living in a time prison.
In the eyes of the HOA, 10 minutes is an eternity. Cha-ching! $250 more. I was parked up the street on stakeout, and as of now, you've had your garage door open past the 5-minute limit. That's one of the cheaper fines, $200. You need to respect our rules, Jenny.
But if I hadn't been standing here talking to you, I would have...
Would've, could've, should've. Rules are rules, pay up.
It's 8 in the morning. Wow, this must be a new record. Do I get a trophy or just the fines? Green, you smell like old booze.
You just let me worry about that, dear. And it's Miss Green.
Miss Green scribbles on violation tickets and stuffs them into Jenny's hand.
Miss Green, I can't afford all these.
Rules are rules. Pay up or pack up.
How do I even know you're not just making all these rules up? I paid over $500 just last month.
Green secretly pockets a small item from the table.
That was last month. Oh, and I've decided to increase the HOA dues, so get used to it. Now let's head on to your house. I want to have a look for more violations.
Miss Green starts heading for the door and Jenny blocks her.
I'm not letting you in my house, and that's final.
Very well. If you want to take that attitude, I have a master key and I'll pop in when you least expect it. Think of me as your personal property guardian.
I'll change the locks.
You'd only be digging your own grave, honey. The HOA doesn't take kindly to rule breakers.
Miss Green sneaks a drink from her flask, then leaves in her car.
What a bitch. I can't believe the rules are this bad.
Exterior HOA clubhouse, day. Jenny exits clubhouse with a stack of folders stuffed with papers. She drives home and places the stacks on her kitchen table. Interior, Jenny's kitchen table, day. She opens a big file called HOA rules and talks to herself as she leafs through it.
Architectural approval for potted plants? Who even comes up with these? No Christmas or Halloween lights or decorations. Sounds like the Grinch has been here. Music of any kind is prohibited? What the fuck?
Jenny is surrounded with papers on the floor. She opens another big file folder labeled HOA Financial Records.
Now this is interesting.
She pours through the documents with a pot of coffee and cup, visor, pencil, calculator, and a ledger book, taking notes. Jenny makes a call.
DA's office? Yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Exterior driveway, day. Jenny is out putting mulch around a bush. Miss Green slams on her brakes and storms up the driveway with a clipboard and stopwatch in hand while blowing her whistle.
Oh, it's been over 2 weeks and you haven't paid your fines. I could have you evicted. So you better pay up. I'm writing you up on that mulch wrong color.
Oh no, not the eviction. Whatever will I do without your charming company?
Have you lost your mind?
You've lost yours if you think you're squeezing another nickel out of me.
What's this nonsense about?
HOA rules. Anyone, including me, in the association is entitled to get a copy of the rules and financial records on request. You've been very creative with the rules and the HOA funds. It's called embezzlement.
How in the hell did you get your hands on that stuff?
Your secretary, Susie. She said it was no bother. We swapped recipes too. Nice lady.
Well, she's fired as of today. Now give me back those files this instant. No one's going to believe you anyway.
Au contraire. The DA was very interested in your financial shenanigans. He said, and I quote, "The numbers don't lie." And oh yeah, he's sending someone around to haul you in.
Miss Green's eyes widen in shock as Jenny drops the bomb.
You wouldn't.
I did. And I got a good look at your mugshots and rap sheet at the DA's office. Fortune teller, really?
I was merely enforcing the rules. I'm calling for backup.
Green sends a text.
Well, I've got a rule for you. Embezzlement is a big no-no.
This isn't over.
Sure is. You just don't know it yet.
You've been nothing but trouble since the day you moved in. I'll settle your hash as soon as I get back from my vacation.
You mean in 10 to 20?
As Miss Green storms down the driveway, Jenny grabs the hose and sprays Green as Green screams and makes a fuss.
Wait, are you... Are you melting, you witch?
And see, Ed.
That was very intense.
Snakes and Diamonds. The characters: Anouk, a woman 21 years old who is well-read; Harriet, Anouk's widowed stepmother, ill-tempered and illiterate; Sabine, Harriet's daughter, also illiterate; Sydney, a gender-fluid shapeshifter with magical abilities; Ivor, a man, a flautist or piper. The time, once upon a time. The place, the village of Amstead within the Amber Empire before their conquering spree began. and the scene begins inside Harriet's cottage. Lights up on Anouk, reading inside Harriet's cottage.
Anouk, I need you to go to the crossroads and gather lavender.
Say please, and I will.
It would please me, step girl, if you would go to the crossroads, gather lavender for my oil. Happy now?
No.
That was rhetorical, Nook Ninny. Now go before I lose my patience.
Yes, stepmother.
How many times do I have to tell you? Only Sabine is permitted to call me mother because I am her real mother. You are just the bastard daughter of the man I was married to because he, fool that he was, thought you needed a mother. You call me Madam Harriet.
Mad Harriet.
What?
I may be a bastard and my father was not a fool. He loved me. He taught me to read and love books.
Get out of my sight. Either you come back with that lavender or you'll be trading your nightgown for the straitjacket. Go.
Anouk exits, leaving her book behind. Harriet examines the book for a few seconds, showing she cannot understand the words. She puts the book down in frustration.
Sabine!
Enter Sabine with a walking stick.
Yes, Mother?
How many snakes did you club with that stick of yours? We could use the meat for stew, and I need a new pair of gloves.
Only 2 garden snakes, but I found their nest eggs.
Ooh, run along and fetch them. We'll make omelets.
Come on, Mom. I hunted. Now you gather.
Insolent.
That's your rule, remember?
My rules don't apply to me, whelp. Now go if you want to eat this morning.
Sabine starts to exit.
Sabine,
Yes?
have you seen my pearl earrings?
I can't see them because they are in my ears.
Why would you take them without asking me?
You always said take what you want and don't ever apologize for it.
Oh, good girl. Now run along, and thank you for saving my garden from those vile reptiles.
You're welcome. It's fun. Better than whack-a-mole any day.
End of scene 1. Scene 2 lights up at the crossroads marked with a 2-arrow sign. One arrow sign points to the marketplace, the other to the castle. Near the signpost is a patch of lavender mixed with other healing plants. Near the patch is a large boulder. Laying in the road, pinned by the boulder and ankle, is Sidney. In the guise of a man, he tries repeatedly to reach the boulder with his hands, but the pain in his pinned foot is distracting him. He tries 3 times in 3 separate ways to save himself. 3 times he fails. Anouk enters.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi.
Oh dear. Are you all right?
No. Can you help me, please?
Sorry, dumb question. How can I help?
If you could move that boulder a little, it would be a big help.
Nick does. Sidney moves his trapped foot and cries out in relief.
Better?
Much. Thank you.
How's your foot?
I think all my little piggies have been smashed into bacon, but better that than gangrene.
May I see? I'm a healer.
She takes off his shoe and examines his foot and ankle.
If I'm hurting you, tell me.
Who are you?
Anouk medicine. Can you wiggle your toes for me?
Sidney does.
Did you feel any pain?
Not a bit.
Can you feel this?
Stop. Wow, I never knew I was ticklish there until now.
Can you stand? Take it slow. Do you feel any pain in your ankle?
I have that pins and needles foot waking up from sleep feeling, but no pain.
You're lucky. I don't know how, but it looks like all your piggies are still piggies after all.
Thank you.
I'm a medico, a practicing healer. It's what I like to do, help people.
You helped me, and now I will help you.
Thank you, but that's not needed. I'm just glad you're all right.
Giving kind, humble. Yes, you have earned this boon.
You help someone because it's right, not for a reward.
Wise too, yes. You fit the bill.
Bill? What bill?
First, allow me to introduce myself, Anouk Medicine. I am Sidney Shifter, a being endowed with gifts of metamorphosis and gifts to give for the betterment of humankind.
You are what the stories call a magic helper.
I see you've read said stories.
Yes. My father told them to me before he taught me to read them.
Please, accept this gift.
He holds out his hand. She takes it. A magical sound is heard, and they both react physically.
Henceforth, Every time you make a fist and say the name of any precious metal, precious stone, or crystal aloud, it will appear the next time you open your hand.
Oh, this is too generous. I just wanted to help you.
You did? I know you will use my gift wisely, Anouk. It is fitting your name rhymes with book.
My father always said that's why my mom picked it.
Medicine, last names. People are known by their family names of their trades. Is your father a medico too?
He was a gifted apothecary until the day his heart failed him.
I'm sorry. What brought you across my path today?
Lavender. This is the biggest wild patch in the village. My stepmother is too miserly to buy it honestly at her marketplace, so she sends me here to gather it.
I see. Well, Anouk, you have accepted my gift. It also comes with the answer to one question. When you have a question for me, say Sid aloud. I will come and give you the answer. Just be sure to ask the right question.
Now?
No, this summons is for good. Whenever you feel the right question comes and you need answer, perhaps not found in a book or Wikipedia.
What's wiki?
Another story. Never mind. I have got to fly now. Till we meet again.
Thank you, Sydney.
Yeah, good medicine.
Sydney exits. Anouk gathers a lavender and exits. Lights up on Anouk sitting in a chair. Harriet is tying a straitjacket around her.
Is this really needed, madame?
You didn't bring back nearly enough lavender. You will sit here without supper and think about how to make it up to me.
Here's a thought. You let me plant some of the lavender I did bring back. Eventually, you'll have your own ready supply to make as much oil and perfumes as you want.
Harriet thinks a moment, then spitefully tugs on the jacket so hard, Anouk cries out in pain.
Ow!
Then Harriet unties the jacket.
Okay, Miss Smarty Pants. Your idea. Get to it.
Thank you.
You'll still go to bed without supper. Now go.
She exits.
Willful whelp.
Mother, the snake meats is all mince.
Thank you, dear.
It's fun playing with knives. What do you want me to do with the snake skins?
Give them to Anouk. Tell her after she's done planting to make me some new gloves with snake skin accents on the gloves.
We don't have any leather.
We have a calf in the barn.
Oh, I haven't tanned in a while. Great idea.
I thought you'd like it. After that, could you do me a favor, dear?
What?
Go to the crossroads, fetch me some hemlock and belladonna. You do remember what they look like.
You taught me well.
Wear your gloves when you pick them.
Who are you poisoning now, Mother?
Oh, no one yet. I'm just saving those plants for a rainy day.
Love it.
Sabine exits. Blackout. End of scene 3. Lights come up on the crossroads. Sydney is a woman this time. She wears woman's clothes and a big necklace. Sydney is once more pinned with her ankle under the boulder. She tries to free herself again and fails. After a beat, Sabine enters.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi.
What happened to you?
My foot is caught under that boulder. Can you help me, please?
Talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. Sucks to be you.
I'll take that as a no.
I know something that can help you.
Sabine picks the belladonna and hemlock, takes some, and tosses it at Sydney.
Chew this. It will end your suffering.
Seriously?
Call it a mercy killing. We do it to animals injured by the road all the time.
You really have no compassion.
What kind of passion is that?
That answers that question.
Pretty necklace.
Sabine rips the necklace from Sydney's neck.
Hey!
Sabine examines it closer and then puts it around her own neck.
Shame to waste it on a corpse. Looks better on me anyway.
Unbelievable. First you refuse to help me, and then you steal from me. Then you call me a corpse to my face?
Like I said, sucks to be you.
Sabine starts to leave with the herbs in the necklace. She frees herself from the rock and grabs her wrist before she exits with a marginal magical sound, and the lighting shifts to show a spell casting.
Now, every time you think of the word snake, one will appear in your pocket. What kind of snake depends on your mood. I would abstain from thinking venomous thoughts if I were you. May you rue this day. Keep the necklace. Little good may it do you, Sabine.
How did you know my name?
I am more than I appear to be. You've just been cursed. I hope you're not afraid of snakes. Keep some of that belladonna and hemlock handy. It will end your suffering.
What?
Fun fact about snakes. They care nothing for the hand that feeds them. Sucks to be you.
Sabine exits one way and Sydney the other. Blackout. The lights up on Harriet at her writing desk. She is opening envelopes with a letter opener. She unfolds a piece of paper from an envelope and skims it.
I may not be able to read the words, but red ink on paper is usually not a good sign.
Sabine enters wearing a dress with 2 front pockets. One thick bulges in each pocket.
Mother!
Yes, dear?
I have something to show you.
Yes?
Sabine pulls a green garden snake from her front left pocket.
Yes, and?
Is this me, Mother?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
Mother,
Snakes are for skinning and eating, not for making pets.
Mother, I made this by just saying its name aloud.
Ooh, prove it.
An albino garden snake.
A magical sound is heard, and after a moment, Sabine pulls a white snake from her front right pocket.
By what magic is this?
I vexed a fairy, but if we work together, we can turn this curse into a blessing. One that could make us more money than ever before.
I like the sound of that. Say on.
Blackout. Lights up on the crossroads on a different day. A Nook enters, takes a pocket-sized hardcover book about geology and gemstones out of her pocket, sits on the boulder, and begins reading. After a beat, she holds out her open hand and then makes a fist. Insert name of stone here, whatever stone or crystal is chosen and named is in a Nook's hand. When she opens it again, she marvels. After a beat, flute music is heard. Enter Ivor, a young man with a flute. A Nook hides her book in one pocket and her newly conjured stone in another pocket. When Ivor sees a Nook, the music fades and he puts his pipe away.
Pretty music.
Thank you. The flute is my forte. What are you doing here? Waiting for a Courage?
No, this is my favorite reading spot.
Really? This is what I call my pondering place. I come here from time to time to think and play.
Would you like your boulder back?
No. You came here first. Do you mind if I join you?
Please do.
Ivor looks out.
Whether you live in a hovel, a tower, or a castle, I think this is the best view in all Amber Empire. You can see all of Amstead Village from here.
How long have you lived here?
I'm a native, born and raised. You?
I was born near Sunrim Ranch, but my father and I moved here after my mother passed.
My condolences. What does your father do?
He was an apothecary and bookseller until he passed.
I'm sorry.
Do you still have your parents?
Luckily, yes. My father is a court composer. My mother is a head chef.
So your mother feeds the triumvirate, Amber Kings, Garth, Roscoe, and Caleb, and your father is a human Spotify to royalty?
Yes, I'm Ivor, by the way.
A Nook.
Charming name for a bookseller's daughter. It rhymes.
So my mother always told me.
What do you like to read?
I'm researching geology at the moment. How about you?
I'm reading this book on snake charmers from other lands.
You like snakes?
On the contrary, I'm petrified of them. I thought if I read about snake charmers, I could learn some of the tunes to use to charm snakes. I thought knowing them might help master my fear in an emergency.
Brave of you.
I tried consulting Indiana Jones on the matter. He said I should get a whip, but I'll stick with my flute. Also, I shall not be hunting for a snake pit anytime soon.
I pity snakes. Ancient stories give them a bad reputation. They are quite beautiful and powerful.
I would give them a wide berth.
Oh dear. It's later than I thought. I better gather what I came for and be going.
She goes to the herb patch and starts gathering herbs in her travel satchel.
Oh, what is that?
A sedative that grows here. You brew it in water. It will put you to sleep.
You suffer from insomnia?
Not I. My crazy step family are nocturnal. They take this to sleep all day and gamble all night. Anyway, it was nice to meet you.
I come here to watch sunrise and sunsets. Will you return?
When I can.
They shake hands.
Yes.
It was lovely to meet you, Anouk.
Pearl. I mean, my pleasure, Ivor.
Anouk exits. It isn't until after Anouk leaves, Ivor feels something small and round in her hand. He holds it up in the light. It's a pearl.
A pearl? Where did it come from?
Back out. Lights up inside Harriet's cottage. Enter Anouk with a tea service.
Where have you been? You were supposed to be back an hour ago with that sedative.
Plants on Crossroads Hill have been getting rather sparse lately. There are barely any growing plants left.
Perhaps you should go and plant some new ones.
Gladly.
Where's your profits from the marketplace stall? Mom wants them for the house bank.
Anouk gives over a pouch. Sabine looks inside.
Blue, red, and green. Pretty.
Sapphires, rubies, and emeralds, actually.
Don't rub your book learning in my face, crook. You always do that.
Just trying to help. You learn things by hearing them. There's no shame in that.
Well, don't. If it weren't for your work in the marketplace, we would have cast you into the street long ago and gotten a mute maid instead. Cinderella, maybe.
Cinderella is not mute.
I know that, crook.
Stop calling me that.
Never. Just because you hate it. Mom says go to the market, buy a roast, come home and prepare it with rosemary, sage, and onion. Pythagoras is coming for dinner.
Why do you entertain him?
He did teach Mom and I math so that we could start our secret snake fighting business.
What you are doing is cruelty to animals.
Each and every one of those snakes is mine to do with as I will.
You can make them by magic, but they are still living creatures. You have a responsibility to them.
That fool fairy cursed me with snakes as a punishment. But Mom, Pythagoras, and I have turned punishment into profit. If that fool fairy could see us now.
Careful what you wish for. He might just come and take your magic back.
How do you know?
I read. I know how things work. I read.
You be careful or you might find an Egyptian asp under your pillow. Mom told me what happened to Cleopatra.
Sabine exits with a tea tray. End of scene. Transition music. A flute is heard. Lights up on Crossroads Hill at dawn. Anouk is gathering plants from the hill. She has her satchel. Ivor is there. He has his pipe to his lips as the lights come up, as if he had just played the scene transitional music himself. When the lights come up, he lowers the flute, looking out at the sunrise.
You know, my father once said the sky had 3 stallions. One for the dawn, one for the dusk, one for the twilight. He said that if you spoke the right verse at the right time, you could call them, and if you had gold, silver, or platinum nugget, you could eat it, and in return, they would give you exactly what you needed.
One of the last books my father gave me for my birthday was a first edition of Leonidas Rotham's Legend of the Sky Stallions. Have you ever read it?
No, is it good?
Rotham writes well. I could loan it to you if you would like.
Do you think the legend is true?
Legends begin with some truth, though Rotham doesn't exactly give us a first-hand account.
Perhaps those ponies have no expensive taste literally. Who could afford to just feed their gold, silver, platinum to a trio of celestial horses in these hard times?
I wonder.
Even if someone could summon the steeds and feed them, probably the most valuable thing the horses could give back would be gold, silver, platinum, manure.
Ivor?
Yes?
We are friends, right?
I like to think so. I wasn't exactly scouting for a friend the first time we met, but after a week of talks, picnics, and watching the skies change, I'm glad we are friends.
Me too. That's why I want to trust you with something.
What?
A secret I have kept from my stepfamily.
I'll keep it. I promise.
Remember the day we met again? You told me this pearl suddenly was in your hand after we shook hands, but you didn't know how it got there.
Ivor shows her the single pearl around his neck.
Yeah?
Well, I gave you that pearl.
Ivor starts to take off the necklace.
No, keep it. It's yours. There's plenty more where that came from.
What do you mean?
I was given a fairy gift when I helped a fairy named Sid one day on this very hill. He said if I make a fist and say the name of any stone of the earth aloud, then he said stone would appear in my hand.
Really?
Watch.
She makes a fist.
Pearl.
She opens her hand and shows him a white pearl.
Wow.
I have a stand in the marketplace. Men, women, and children come to me and tell me what they need. The farmer needs to give his horse new shoes. I give him a silver nugget for the blacksmith. A woman tells me she has no gold for bread to feed her children. I give her a nugget of gold for bread. Jeweler John just ran out of platinum for the amber and platinum circlet he's making for King Roscoe's daughter, Iona. I gave him platinum. All I ask in return is their silence. I use my fairy gift to help people.
Indeed you do.
Unlike my stepsister Sabine, she spited at a fairy. Now every time she speaks a snake's name, it appears in her pocket. It was supposed to be a punishment. Now one of the Amber King's council members, Pythagoras, has taught Sabine all about the different snakes from garden greens to scarlet suckers. Now she, Pythagoras, and Mad Harriet have become rich off their underground snake fights.
Oh, if any of the Amber Kings found out they were doing this without their sanction, it would be the dungeon for them.
I don't want that. I just don't understand their greed.
When you have nothing for a long time, and suddenly you have more, the wanting more is hard to let go.
Speaking from experience?
My grandparents came from the West Woods with nothing. They worked hard to give my mother a better life. My grandpa on my father's side was a piper from Hamlin. My grandmother a brave tailor. They earned a better life for my family.
Sabine is abusing fairy magic. I wonder what real punishment will come for her.
Perhaps she is trying to hide the shame that she and her mother can't read.
I don't know, but I do pity them. If I had the means, I would build a university for anyone that wanted to learn, no matter what their station in life.
Why don't you?
I don't know how.
Request an audience with 3 Amber Kings. Make a proposal. If they approve, you both sign a sanction. It may take time, even years to build, but it could be done. Caleb, the 3 King Chief Scholar, you could bring in scholars from all over to teach. King Roscoe would see the wisdom in teaching his troops new military strategies. King Garth could benefit from reading about the other kingdoms, making new alliances.
You are the worldliest wise musician I have ever met.
I have parents of books to thank for that.
How could I put up enough collateral and still keep my fairy gift secret?
We could come up with a very convincing, persuasive story. It's all in the phrasing.
You'll help me?
Of course! You're my friend! It's for the people! Besides, I know I can do more for them than just play at the tavern on Tuesday nights during rugby matches.
Thank you.
Let's get started.
Anouk and Ivor whisper to each other. Light focus shifts. They don't see Sabine. Sabine looks at them from behind the crossroads sign. Sabine exits stage left. Blackout. The lights up inside the cottage on a different day. Sabine and Harriet are having tea. After a beat, enter Anouk.
Pythagoras says he has already pre-sold tickets to the championship end of the season fight. He says it'll be a boa constrictor versus an albino anaconda. Those are some long reptiles. You might have to use both hands to pull those snakes out.
Thank you for telling us.
Did you just thank me?
When were you going to tell us about your fairy gift?
The 10th side of never, mother.
What are you talking about?
Show us how you can conjure jewels in your hands just by naming them.
Don't deny it. I overheard you talking to your musician boyfriend.
He's not my... You were eavesdropping?
Make me a sapphire the size of a robin's egg.
Your fairy gift is out of your hands now.
Why would I summon anything for you?
You will.
Sabine reveals Ivor's flute and puts it on the table.
If you ever want to see your flutiest friend again.
What did you do to him?
First, we invited him over for tea. He was stupid enough to drink the tea. He didn't even smell it. Before his second cup, he was snoring. I don't even know what you see in him.
With a little reading help from Pythagoras, he enchanted Ivor into the glass hill that lies east of the sun, west of the moon.
After Ivor vanished, I made him a glass hill mate, a scarlet sucker. Eventually, the red snake will latch his fangs into your friend's neck and suck him dry like a vampire with its victim. Unless you do exactly what we say.
What?
Ransom him.
Harriet hands Anouk the gemstone pocket-sized book.
Start with A, and when you get to Z, we'll talk again.
You'll pay for this, both of you.
How do you figure?
I don't know how or when, but you will pay dearly for all the wrong you've done. I will get Ivor back. When I do, I am done with the both of you, forever.
Enough prophecies. Start reading.
Anouk opens the book and makes a fist. Blackout. Lights up on Anouk on Crossroads Hill.
Sid?
Enter Sid.
You come.
How do I find the glass hill east of the sun and west of the moon?
I will show you. You're going to need more than your own fairy gift if you want to save your friend.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Watch and learn.
This next monologue of Sydney's is either done in voiceover or with Sydney telling it in real time while the actors playing Harriet and Sabine acts out with a paper and rod girl shadow puppet that moves its arms up and down, and a paper and a rod horse that moves its head and neck up and down. Lighting shifts from dawn to dusk to twilight as the story is told.
Return here, dawn tomorrow, and as the sun rises, say, Dawn steed, come to me, gold I offer thee. When the dawn sky stallion has had his treat, tell him where you want to go, and he will take you as far as he can till twilight. He will leave you with a gift and a view of the sky at twilight. Once there, say, Twilight steed, come to me, silver I offer thee. When the twilight sky stallion has had his treat, tell him where you want to go, and he will take you as far as he can until dusk. He will leave you with a gift and a view of the sky at dusk. And once there, say, Dusk steed, come to me, platinum I offer thee. When the dusk sky stallion has had his treat, tell him where you want to go, and he will take you to the final length of the journey. Dusk will leave you at the base of the glass hill with one final gift.
Lights shift, the shadow puppet show is done.
What are these gifts the Sky Stallions will bestow?
I don't know. Only what you need most. Any other questions?
I thought I could only have one.
I know what you have done with your fairy gift. I also know what Sabine has done with her punishment. Humans, even after all these years, are still clever enough to surprise even the fairy folk from time to time. You have done great good in spite of Sabrine's great greed. You have earned one more answer. Ask.
Will I see you again, friend?
One day, when you are not looking. Now go. Get ready. You have much to do and little time. Ivor needs you.
Blackout. Lights up on Glass Hill, marked on the stage by a plastic post with a rectangular slot at the top, surrounded by a round circle of plastic, symbolic of the rest of Glass Hill. Ivor cowers in one corner of the stage, while the red snake puppet moves and hisses close to his feet. Ivor's phobia is paralyzing, and he shows it. After a beat, Anouk enters with her travel satchel. Inside, she has Ivor's flute, a scroll of snake charm music, a tuning fork, and one other scroll marked with a different color ribbon to tell the two scrolls apart. The two scrolls and the tuning fork were the 3 gifts from the Sky Stallions. Imagine the glass hill as imperfect as any forest hill in nature, but the glass is strong. But for dramatic purposes, the audience can still hear Ivor when he talks.
Ivor!
Anouk rushes to the rectangular slot and kneels down. Her voice carries and she speaks through the slot.
Ivor!
Anouk? Anouk! How did you find me?
Come to the slot so I can hear you.
Ivor shakes his head and points to the red snake, a hand puppet, a scarlet sucker.
Listen, Ivor, I have your flute.
She pushes the flute through the slot. It falls through and the scarlet sucker reacts.
You must charm the snake.
She brings out the small scroll of charming snake music.
Read this. It's music, then play. Then I'll get you out of here.
Ivor crawls slowly towards his pipe and the snake reacts. Ivor cowers.
Oh.
Come on, Ivor. Face your fear. You can beat it.
Ivor tries again. He gets his pipe, but the snake coils around the scroll.
You've got this. You can do it.
Oh.
Ivor blows a single note on his pipe, and the sound distracts the snake long enough for Ivor to get the scroll. He retreats and studies the music as the scarlet sucker advances. Ivor puts the scroll down and begins to play. Flute music is heard, and the snake reacts, swaying slightly, then lowering itself. When the music ends, the snake is curled up in sleep. Ivor rushes to the slot.
Anouk!
You did it.
I'd kiss you if I could. Thank you.
They touch fingers through the slot.
Oh.
After a beat, Anouk takes out her tuning fork. She hits it against the post just below the slot, and the sound of a tuning fork is heard. Anouk makes a fist.
A diamond.
When she opens her hand, a diamond gleams in the light. She traces the diamond around the slot, making a wider opening, using the diamond to cut the glass. Brief blackout. When the lights come up again, Ivor is on the other side of the line on stage, meaning through the bigger opening and outside the glass hill with Anouk. He is either kissing Anouk or just embracing her.
Are you all right?
I'll never look at my pet goldfish the same way. But yes, I'm all right.
Let's go home.
What about the red snake?
The scarlet sucker is also free to go where it will.
Let's go before it wakes up.
Anouk takes out the second scroll.
What's that?
A gift from Twilight.
Sparkle?
No, this is the Sky Stallion Twilight.
The Sky Stallions are real?
Yes. Dusk brought me here. Long story. He also gave me this. He said to just read it aloud.
Sky Stallions can talk? I'm going to stop talking now.
Twilight, I return to me.
She holds out the diamond she used to cut the glass.
I offer this. Take us home, I beseech thee.
The shadow of a rearing wind-blown stallion is cast over the two, and the neigh is heard. Blackout. Lights up inside the cottage. Harriet sits on the couch. Enter Sabine.
Well, we used our last tea bag.
Under house arrest, sans tea. This is deplorable.
That's not the worst of it. Anouk's alive. Ivor's saved. They both snitched on us. Pythagoras has been banished. The 3 Amber Kings seized all our coin, not to mention every gem Anouk paid in ransom.
Don't remind me.
Silver lining? I still have my snakes. Perhaps I could stick them on the guards outside we could escape.
To where? We can't even read the signs to know which way we're going.
We could still read numbers. We'll find the coordinates to a kingdom in the east and we'll go there. Maybe we could be a traveling show. I can play Medusa. I already have the snakes for it.
The scarlet sucker slithers up from behind the couch, seen only by the audience.
What makes you think you can train snakes to act like your hair?
We make their skins into a wig. At least I'm trying to think of something instead of moping like a horned toad on a log.
Is that any way to talk to your mother?
It felt good.
The scarlet sucker snake rises up to strike. Sabine turns and looks at it in the eye, surprised and scared at once.
Steak. Sit.
Comeuppance is a scarlet sucker. Sabine and Harriet never emerged from their hovel. I did warn Sabine. Snakes don't care one bit for the hand that breeds them. The hungry scarlet sucker was finally satiated. Anouk and Ivor made it back to the Amber Empire, traveling via the twilight sky. Stallion is faster than Uber any day. Ivor did get to kiss Anouk like he wanted. Anouk, with the sanction of the 3 Amber Kings, did build a university where those who didn't know how to read could learn. If this story of snakes and diamonds teaches us anything, it's that there are snakes in the grass and there are diamonds in the rough. But literacy and learning is priceless knowledge for all.
Blackout. End of play.
Big Red Bitch by Bam. Nate is ravenously putting the perfect outfit together while Nert sits on his bed covered with every type of clothing imaginable.
Why rush to a gunfighter ambush?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
What's the difference?
The importance of my answer.
Well, okay, asking.
To get it over with.
You know what I think?
So you weren't asking.
What?
You weren't actually asking. You just wanted to make me feel included.
Do you?
Do I what?
Feel included.
In a way.
I don't know. You said it.
This conversation, mildly.
Good enough for me. Red or blue?
Oh, God, neither.
Nice. That was just a test.
Did I
pass? Yeah, you passed. I already know exactly what shirt I'm going to wear.
Do you even need me for any of this?
That's a trap.
A trap?
Yeah, a trap. If I say yes, you'll accuse me of not listening.
You're not.
And if I say no, you'll leave.
What's the fucking difference?
You keep me grounded.
This is grounded.
I don't know. I'm not really into yoga.
You're not going to war, you know.
Oh, yes, I am.
You're going to a baby shower.
Oh, it's not just a baby shower.
You've never been to war.
I've never been to a baby shower either, so your point is moot.
My point, I was just saying.
I know what you were just saying.
Without me saying it?
Yeah.
That's impressive. What am I thinking now?
Something shitty.
All right, but that was an easy one.
The real question, my friend, is pants.
Holds up 2 pairs of pants.
I thought the question was about gunfights or an ambush.
I mean, not exclusively. It was a metaphor.
For a baby shower.
The baby shower.
You're overthinking this.
Am I? This isn't just some stupid baby.
You should write that on the card.
I didn't get a card. Should I have gotten a card?
What'd you get?
One of those Clifford the Big Red Dog books.
I fucking hate that dog.
Clifford?
You know, do you know any other big red dogs?
How can you hate Clifford?
I wasn't allowed to have pets.
Didn't you have a guinea pig?
No, I mean real pets.
Damn. Shots fired.
My mom let me have a guinea pig, but she said I wasn't responsible enough to have a dog.
What's the difference?
When a guinea pig dies, it's almost a blessing. They smell awful. They make this little sound that's cute the first time you hear it, but slowly chips away each subsequent time to the point where you almost want to throw it out the window.
Would it be weird to wear shorts?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That would be easy.
Not responsible enough. I always thought you didn't want me to have an animal that could adapt to the reality of our existence, hinting at what it was like to live with us. A guinea pig reveals nothing.
I just got this sick pair of shorts.
It's funny. A person who should never procreated telling you that you aren't responsible enough.
And why are you taking this out on Clifford?
Fuck Clifford.
Harsh.
It was a constant reminder that my mom didn't give a fuck about me. This kid brings home this giant monstrosity of a puppy, and the whole family comes together to make a whole world of it. Big backyard, giant white picket fence, giant doghouse painted red. Kid had it all. Meanwhile, cold leftover hamburger helper being introduced to the next alcoholic fuck that's going to plow my mom loudly in the room so she shares the wall with me.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
Where's my white belt?
I'm going to go.
Calm down. I was listening.
Uh-huh.
Your whore mom didn't let you get a dog, so a giant red dog is like a giant red reminder of how shitty your life is, and your mom fucked everyone.
That's paraphrasing a bit, but not incorrect. I'll grant you that.
Are you sitting on it? Are you sitting on it?
The belt? Oh. Here.
Perfect. My outfit is assembled.
Ready for war.
Just went all the way down. Sorry. All right. Prepared for war. You're never really ready for war.
According to
Modern Warfare.
Call of Duty.
Great game.
Apparently.
You can prepare, though. Why rush into a gunfighter ambush?
You're going to tell me.
Because being there first is a huge advantage.
To a baby shower.
To the baby shower. This isn't about the fucking baby. It's about Christine.
Who you dating?
Who I was engaged to. Well, almost engaged to.
Can you be almost engaged? Technically, she shot you down.
Like a fucking fighter jet, bro.
Like Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Exactly. I asked. I did the whole song and dance, got down on one knee, and then she just started crying, like bawling uncontrollably with that awful gasping for breath thing that she does, the shaking.
Not the response you'd hoped for.
Headshot.
It wasn't your fault, though, like medically.
I mean, that's what I said. I mean, who cares if I can't produce a child? We can adopt one or get a petri dish load or stuff it up her, whatever. There's all kinds of ways to make that thing happen, but she convinced herself it was a non-starter.
And now she's getting what she always wanted.
Yeah, with some rich prick who can give her the house with the big white picket fence.
Like Clifford.
Fuck Clifford.
Preaching to the choir.
I'm going to know everyone at this fucking thing.
Why are you going then?
Because they're all going to talk shit about me anyway, so I might as well get there with my boots on.
You're wearing boots?
Well, no, but to protect myself from their shit.
To prepare.
Bingo.
I wonder why she invited you.
Who cares what she wants? I'm going to absolutely crush this baby shower. When I leave, they'll all realize that baby might as well be mine.
Surely.
Don't be shitty. I got my shit together. She made the mistake.
I agree.
That's why I needed you here.
Happy to serve.
Couldn't do it without you.
You basically have.
No, man. I needed all that Clifford shit. You made me see that the whole nature nurture bullshit is ridiculous.
Fuck nature.
Fuck nurture.
Fuck Clifford.
Fuck Clifford.
Do you know what the problem with nurture is?
You know what the problem with nature is.
Oh, good. You go first.
Okay, you try to give orders to nature, try to organize it, plan it, learn from it.
Finishes his outfit, looks in the mirror like a hero.
The trouble is that nature doesn't comply.
He pulls a gun out of his desk, tucks it into his pants, opens the door like an emperor, and strides out. Number 2 reaches under himself, pulls out the Clifford book. He stares at it like the life he never had. He weeps. Finn.
Sorry.